Hey all, in today's video, we got parts. Well, okay, so these are the aileron spacers and the bolt that's been missing for like 4 months, which means those ailerons can get off my table. So let's take a look today. Let's see what we got going on in the workshop and where everything's at. All right, so first things first, these ailerons, of course, you guys remember, I had all the parts bagged up for them. I got all the rivets here that I need, everything basically ready to go. I was missing the bolt and the spacers. Now that they're there, they can get assembled, and they will eventually just be slung over the wings on that cradle. So that's that. You also see that I got those crates, and we got rid of the crates. We created some space. I got a floor full of skins. I've got a little dolly where the seat parts are, and I got a table full of parts. I got some parts stacked over there and all that kind of stuff. Now, you'll notice that those bags have some writing on them. They didn't have writing on them to start, but I went ahead, and so when I did the inventory, I took those bags and then I just wrote what was in them as far as the inventory said. So in that case, this one said rear spar on it. So when I went through the inventory list, that actually had the rear spar parts on there. But yeah, so that's what I've done. I've also gone ahead and I've set this this crate up, and I did that because I needed more table space. And this crate holds the canopy, which I don't need for a little while. So why not make use of space here? And so I went through the build instructions, and I've got the first, 15 pages or so, just kind of laid out here on the table. And so really this is the rear fuselage and all the pieces that are needed for it. I've got them laid out in sequence, and the mission today is really to pull the plastic off, get these things scuffed and maybe primed, and then we'll start assembling that during the week, and then we'll get through everything and reset the table for the next series of parts and do the same thing. So this is basically going to be my part prep table, where everything's just going to go through and get touched up and ready. And then, on this side, I've got my 4 build table set up again, and this is exactly where everything is going to get built up as well. But let me get these ailerons in a good way. Obviously, I can't do all of it because the wings are already in the wing stand, but I'll do everything up to the leading rivets, basically, and then that'll have to happen once the wings can leave the wing stand again. Then those last rivets can get shot. But for right now, let's do this, and we'll go from there. All right, so here we are with the aileron assembly, right? And so pretty basic kind of stuff. Just be careful, there's an overlap here, right? So a bolt can finally pass through this one. The other ribs, pretty straightforward. This one, this is a bolt that gets torqued down to, it's an AN4, so I think it's 5.9 to 7.9, something like that, Newton meters. And I got Loctite on the bolt, and I also have a torque seal indicator there. And so that's good. And then this one, pretty straightforward as well. And of course the end. Now, there is a pipe that runs through these things right here, and you see it right here. It's the black, it's this tube here. It does have a couple holes in it that allow you to do the alignment as well. And, let's look inside this thing, right, and see what it looks like inside. But pretty straightforward. You can see the way the tube aligns. It lines up right with the notch. So it gives you a nice clean way to get in there. And everything else looks pretty straightforward. This one's just clecoed in right now. And yeah, and that's where we are currently on the table.